Images of Lee Kuan Yew overlook mourners at the hospital where he died. It's where people have been coming the last few days to deliver their get well messages. Now it's to send their condolences. Tony Wong is a retired civil servant. He was a teacher for decades. When he heard the news that Lee Kuan Yew had died, he was in pain. But he felt it was important to bring his two granddaughters here.
We always say life goes on. But what he has done for us is such a strong foundation. What's going to happen in the near future is not going to be bad.
Flags of the small nation were lowered to half-mast to honor the passing of who many felt was the father of modern Singapore. Without Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore as the world knows it may never have existed. Born in 1923, the fourth-generation Chinese Singaporean saw his homeland occupied, first by the British and then by the Japanese. After training as a lawyer in Britain, he became Prime Minister in 1959, a post he would hold for 31 years. Under his leadership, Singapore was transformed from a tiny, impoverished island with no natural resources into a high-tech metropolis. Lee's strong leadership also had a darker side.
As citizens of Singapore,
political opponents often found themselves in court. Some ended up bankrupt. Freedoms were micromanaged along with the economy. But Lee's People's Action Party was returned to power again and again, with his oldest son now Prime Minister. Through it all, he was unrepentant.
If I ran a Western-style democracy and took a straw poll and went according to the poll, we would have come to grief.
While freedoms were sacrificed, Lee repaid his people with economic miracle, sealing a legacy as one of the 20th century's most important leaders. Lee Kuan Yew's body is now here through these gates at Astana, the Prime Minister's office, for a private family wake. On Wednesday, it'll be moved to Parliament House, where it'll lie in state until Saturday. That way, the people of this nation in mourning can pay their last respects. In the late afternoon, hundreds stood in line to sign books of remembrance, a personal message from the people he led, while condolence notices from leaders around the world were being received throughout the day. Scott Heidler, Al Jazeera, Singapore.